even though the girl grew up in a poor little town. But the girl was born beautiful. Freshly grown, the girl dreamed non-stop about love. But right when the girl was on a date with the boy she grew up with, the grandmother came back from work and caught them. Seeing the grandmother already furious, Jenny had no choice but to end the date on the spot. But the girl never could have imagined, right after being told to dump that poor boy, a marriage was arranged for the girl on the spot, because the man owned hundreds of acres of land. He even had his own farm. But this decision, made without the girl's consent, made Jenny instantly furious. Still, the girl knew the grandmother believed it was for her good. So powerless, the girl could only stare up at the sky, not knowing where the future would lead. The next day, the grandmother waited with Jenny at the village entrance for the fiancé. While the grandmother was giving last-minute warnings, a man pulled up in a horse carriage. What shocked Jenny was, the man was well over 50.
I do.
The next second, Jenny burst into tears. Pushed by the grandmother, Jenny still married the old man. Though the man owned plenty of land, deep down, Jenny was still longing for love. Because the elderly husband was physically weak, he could not give Jenny the marriage she wanted. Life grew dull and Jenny could only amuse herself, finding small, unexpected pleasures between chores. When the husband said he was going to town for tools, when Jenny asked to go along, the husband immediately refused, saying she had to watch the house. The husband's old-fashioned, stubborn mindset only made the still immature girl more frustrated. While Jenny was working in the pig pen as usual, the girl suddenly realized the husband planned to sell the piglets. Jenny could not bear to see them harmed, so the girl let all the piglets loose at once. This absurd scene happened to be seen by a gentleman. The gentleman thought the pigs escaped by accident, so the man kindly stepped in to chase them back. Unexpectedly, Jenny scolded him. That completely stunned the gentleman. Watching Jenny walk away without a care, the man could not help but grow curious about her. He hurried after Jenny and handed over a handkerchief. The clear gesture made Jenny feel something stir. The gentleman's name was Joe, a merchant who wandered from place to place, with a newly built town nearby. Sensing opportunity, Joe prepared to move in. When Jenny showed a hint of doubt, Joe immediately invited Jenny to see it together. Even though Jenny was tempted, the girl was already married to someone else, so Jenny could only shake her head and refuse. Joe politely said, if the girl changed her mind, he would be waiting on the main road the next day. That night, Jenny stared at the handkerchief, unable to sleep. Jenny cautiously asked the husband what he would do if she left.
I got 60 acres. And I ain't no young man in no kind of way. When I passed, everything I got passes to you.
But what if I was to leave you? What would you do?
The husband seemed to sense Jenny's resolve. Sure enough, early the next morning, Jenny left the estate. Compared to a comfortable, secure life, the girl longed far more for freedom, and Joe kept his promise. Arriving right on time with the carriage, Joe bought Jenny many beautiful dresses, which showed Jenny had accepted his affection. A few days later, the two arrived in the town. Since the town had just been established, the streets were empty and quiet. But with Jenny's arrival, her beauty quickly drew many men. Yet the two did not forget why they came. As Joe signed the land purchase contract, they officially had a home there, thanks to Joe's strong influence. The man attracted many others to settle in the town, and naturally became the first mayor. On the surface, their life looked perfect, but behind the scenes, people mocked Jenny as just a pretty face. When the town received its official charter, all the residents gathered to celebrate. Someone suggested the mayor's wife say a few words. Jenny was just about to speak.
Thank you for your compliments. But Mrs. Mayor Starks don't know nothing about no speech making. I didn't marry her for nothing like that.
Though Jenny did not react publicly, inside her heart sank. Because of Jenny's beauty, many people crowded into Joe's shop. Some even took advantage to harass Jenny. When Joe saw it with his own eyes, he stormed outside, angrily chasing the customers away, even shutting down the shop entirely.
Oh, she gonna run off.
Looks like Big Mr. Mayor and the missus done had a falling out.
Then Joe tossed Jenny a headscarf, ordering Jenny to cover her hair like an old woman, so no one would stare at her beauty. But Jenny finally snapped and threw the scarf down. Jenny shoved the shop door open and ran out. Jenny went home, packed her bags, and prepared to leave. No matter how Joe pleaded, the decision would not change.
I'm gonna let you go, but you gonna hear me. All you'll end up is somebody's good time gal. You know the kind that men use for their pleasure and then toss in the ditch.
There you go.
But Joe's words suddenly woke Jenny up. Jenny had already left one husband before. If it happened again, the ending might be the same. So Jenny chose to compromise with the husband, turning herself into the image of a housewife. Will Jenny's compromise truly bring happiness, or will it only make the husband exploit her even more? Follow for the next part.